I gotta get the fucking chat. I gotta get the chat going. Yo, you guys ready for F1 this week?
Yes, sir. Finally.
It's also the first sprint race qualifier.
You already know.
That's gonna be fucking tight.
I'm over it, dog. Fuck Max.
Max is
Nah,
dope.
I can't
Stop
hate
hating
on
on
Max.
Max.
I can't hate on Max. It's just it's just him versus Louis.
Yeah, Max is fucking dope though, man. I fucks with Max.
Yeah, it was sick.
I like him.
Yeah, I
He's
do
smart.
too. It's hard to hate him. You can't hate him.
Yep.
I hate
He's good,
Massa. I can't hate
but for
Max.
different reasons. Like for different reasons, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
For different reasons.
in 14
You
minutes.
can't hate
You gotta,
you can't hate Masa because you love him. You know what I mean? All right, like with Max, you can't hate him because he's
yeah.
good. What up, cheese? Damn, got fucking assassinated that blocky in here early as fuck. What up, boys?
What's up, boys?
Masa, why you so concentrated, dog? What you concentrating on right now? Talk to me. What you concentrating on right now, dog?
Failure.
Practicing
Your
my
failure?
free kicks on Pro Evolution.
Oh man, I can't. I'm not even ready for fucking set pieces on PES, dog. I don't know what the fuck to do with none of that.
Masa is like it's like clockwork. Every time around this time, he starts talking about Pez, how Pez is elite. He's the first one to buy FIFA, and then he says he's over it. Then he retires for 3 months.
I'm over it.
Then he retires for 3-4 months, and then the cycle.
It goes back in. Well, listen, if PES does go free to play for next year's, that's smart on them.
Yeah, why not?
That's smart on them because like the problem, like if I gotta pay for it, the only reason I have it right now is because it's on fucking Game Pass. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's the only reason I have it. Because if I had to pay for it, I probably wouldn't pay for that shit, though.
No chance.
You know, I'm stupid. Got it. Because I'm stupid and I'll pay for broken ass FIFA every year, but I will not pay for a good game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you go to payaso FIFA.
Yo, exactly.
Every year, dog. Every year.
Did you guys?
What up, Carlisa? What up,
on
Ryan, what up, Papa? What up?
You seen all the new shit on FIFA?
Nah, actually, I haven't. Nah, I haven't even caught up with none of that. But it's still Frostbite, so it can't be that much better. Frostbite sucks ass. So I'm not holding my breath for this game. Yeah. I'm not holding my breath for this game at all, boys. So fucking Italy though, dog.
Italy champions
of Europe. Fucking the whole Euro Cup, though. I ain't shit. Everybody I thought who had like a good shot at fucking of taking it though, early knockout. When the fucking when the quarters came out. Oh, for sure it's gonna be fucking France and England.
Yeah.
Or Belgium, England.
Yeah.
Duh. I ain't shit, dog. I don't know nothing.
It's just a
well, it's supposed to O'Brien, like for 22. I heard you're gonna be able to customize your crest and stadium, which is pretty dope. You know what I mean? Yeah, especially for us that play pro clubs in the leagues, like it's dope. I fucks with that. Need something. Too bad gameplay's still gonna suck ass though. Too bad that ain't changing much. You know, watch the battle of the Gigantes de Centroamérica yesterday or no?
Oof, que grandes,
hell yeah, dog.
Que grandes.
Hell yeah, dog. Shit was the most boring game I've ever seen in my life.
Not even boring, but that show's like that show's pretty bad quality, though. It's just like bad quality.
That's expected, dog. You know.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I don't know. I thought I was gonna see something, anything. It was bad.
No chance, bro. That's Coca-Cola.
Yeah, Arquitecto for sure. Like I remember he used to be able to download it and install fucking different rosters and kits. So he used to be able to do that shit. I remember doing that like when it was Pro 11 as well. That shit was tight.
You can still do that. It's just Microsoft. On the Xbox you can't. On PC and PlayStation you can still download like data packs
No
You
shit.
can download like Game Face and like kits and badges and all that shit. Yeah,
Oh, that's
you
dope.
could definitely still do that. Just Xbox won't let you though. They have their shit
That's
locked.
trash. That's trash. But I remember doing that. MLG Cheesy says, "Oh yeah, hell yeah, Cheesy was the fucking Mexican hoagies. Those were fire, bro. Well, actually, everything was fire. The tacos were fire too. I was drunk, so everything was fire after that. Anyways, no, it's fucking hilarious. I didn't even know about that story about Alex Rodan. You guys knew the story of Alex Rodan?
Yeah, Masa told me about it.
Oh, word. Well, I heard it on the transmission, dog, and then that's the motherfucker who scored, dog. Fucking lols. Fucking lols, dog.
That's crazy, huh? Let me turn this
Hey, chill, dog. What's up, Papito? What's up, Tony? Oh, Dafu Tony's fucked up his shin at the stadium. Like, fuck his shit up, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I seen this was hopping off, dog. But it's Tony's. I thought he was trying to, he's just being a little exaggerated and shit. You know what I mean? So I call his vlog, turns around. He turns around, dog. He's like, I split my shins, fool. Can't you see? Look at it. And I was like, oh shit. I'm like, you mad, man? My bad, dog. I don't mean to make you mad. It's just hilarious, though. Came back on Wednesday though. So big ass trooper. Fucks with that.
I showed up on Thursday to the game.
Oh, no shit.
Up like that, yeah.
Hey, what was this? He didn't play though, right?
We lost. Nah, he didn't play. He couldn't play. He brought his dog. His dog is top tier dog. That's like one of the cutest, most adorable dogs I've seen in my life. 100%.
So when you said he brought his dog, I thought you brought a player. Like he brought his homeboy to play with us. You know what I mean? Like he brought his dog. And this is the cutest thing. I was like,
educated boys. We gotta be more educated.
Hey, I gotta get Jerry back. That fucked up my Reeboks. I gotta get this back. Start that right back for Seattle. He needs to be starting for years. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't follow Salvador or Guatemala nearly enough to have any kind of actual input on them. Other than they're not very good. Yeah. But have you seen him though? Have you seen Salvador on top of the group? I fucks with that.
I not used to that.
I fucks with that, dog. I fucks with that, bro. Let's go. What's up, fucking McGregor's? What's up, McGregor's ankle though?
Hell yeah!
Y'all seen that shit?
That shit was amazing.
Nah, she was disgusting, dog. I thought I got dropped. I originally thought I got dropped, and then I seen his noodle ankle. Dog, that shit was gross, bro. Gross. That shit is not business. But McGregor's done though. McGregor's done for though.
I think it's over.
He even looked good. Like for the first round, I forgot work.
He was losing the round.
Yeah, he got work the first round. He probably gonna lose the second round.
I was boxing the blood off of his head. Shut up.
Yeah, man. I was hoping he took an L too. I just didn't want him to take an L like that though.
Not like that. I just wanted him to be convincing and get rocked, and then what else are you gonna say?
Oh. What's up with Chapin? I heard Chapin balled. Oh, yeah, never mind. He guys don't play. I heard Chapin balled out yesterday for Galacticos in the Liga G.
Yeah.
Playoff.
Damn.
Yeah, though.
Never did that with us. So
never seen that, though. Never seen that, but
it's false.
I see decent, dog. I don't know. I never seen that shit, dog. Hey, that will show up to play. He said he's gonna show up and play on Thursday.
He does. It's twice already. He shows up.
He any good?
Yep. Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good, bro.
Like
he's really solid. Well, he's a center back, so
center back.
Yeah, center back. Yeah. For Derek Williams,
we have the perfect contrast with that and Whitman, dog.
Yeah, dog.
Fire ass.
Omar and AJ as fuck, dog. Let's go.
Yep, that shit is
That's
amazing.
Accurate.
Omar and AJ, let's go.
I'm back, boys. I'm back Thursday, Daddy.
I hope so. We needed you this Thursday. Took a fat while.
Puppy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I miss you.
I miss you.
We played this Thursday or last Thursday?
I forgot, but we lost in like the first 10 minutes.
What was the score?
4-1. We got scored on 4 goals in 10 minutes.
Sick ass fools, dog.
We came out like asleep, bro. And then after that, we just got our shit together and figured it out.
4 goals don't sound like Chapin did that much work, dog. I don't know.
Yeah. The center back is fucked. I see it. Oh man, I'm gonna start showing up Thursdays too, but I wasn't showing up last Thursday. That show wasn't happening though. I tried. give it a go now.
Nah, I'm for sure. I'm back.
Oh, you fools go give a like real quick, seats. Fuck with that, dog. I fuck with that. Fuck with Eric like that, dog. I'm saying, all you fools go give a like
Hey,
real
where the
quick.
fuck's Glenn at, dog? What the
For real,
fuck?
dog. Glenn is lacking, dog. I'm about to. Yeah. Well, we don't pay him at all.
Chill. No
You
one
pay
has to
him?
know that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We pay him a lot.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, we pay him a lot.
Huge.
Yeah. Chapin Williams, sick ass food.
Yeah.
Low key, when that fool gets turned, dog, he's dropping somebody. That shit is amazing. Reminds me of me.
Yep.
That was
No sabe jugar.
Sí sabe, loco, no jodas.
Geez, I'm about to talk about this episode because that Wednesday night game didn't feel like a Wednesday night game. That was nice, man. It sure didn't feel like that afterwards either. I was fucking, yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm not ready about to get into this fucking pit just because I don't feel like doing that right now. And I was like, and I ain't trying to leave right now either, so I'm just gonna hang out. I just fucking ended up chilling for like 15 minutes, just watching these fools wreck each other.
I said, nah, that's it.
It's like good shit, boys. I watch you guys from a distance. Let's come over and give me that. But like, yeah, give me that. But like pushing that way though, dog. I ain't trying to get pushed. I'm trying to get pushed right now. Though. Oh man, can't handle that. Oh man, can't handle that, dog. Let's go. We'll get still started in about 3 minutes. Just let everybody fucking hop on. Where we at right now? Yeah. I gotta let it ride a little bit. I'll post up on fucking Twitter right now too, and then we'll hop on. I bet it did. It looked like it was hitting different. It looked like it was hitting the way I don't like to get hit. So that's why I stayed the fuck away from it, dog. Got wild for that shit. I ain't doing that. I'm not doing that. Must he end up making it to the game?
That fool was above us, dog.
Oh, was he?
He was in the section above us.
I didn't see his foot on.
Incognito. I fuck with that.
Right?
Yeah.
We'll watch you taking notes for the episode, so I know he's gonna have some fire ass facts right now, though.
My son's soccer, dog.
What you mean, dog? What you mean? Don't hate on him,
dog? Stop that, loco.
I said again, I'm not talking shit because my takes on soccer have been pretty shit right now.
I've been pretty nice.
I actually will talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been pretty nice. I haven't been that off.
Nah, I was off with all fucking the Euro Cup. I'm probably gonna be off fucking Gold Cup.
Yeah, Gold Cup, dog. There's no way you can predict anything.
All right, boys. Let's get started. We have enough people here. Let's get the intro and then we fucking get into the show.
Yo, what up? And welcome to another episode of Straight from the Stands, an unapologetic, unofficial LA Galaxy podcast, hosted by 4 my supporters who bring you their thoughts and views on everything related to LA Galaxy, straight from the stands. I am your co-host Smarts, alongside the always angry Angel, his counterpart level-headed George, and the man with the facts, Masa. This is Straight from the Stands.
Good evening.
What up, y'all?
What it do, baby?
What's going on, fellas? How you guys doing today?
Aquí, celebrando la victoria de la selecta, loco.
Hey, vaya! No, it's funny because when we hopped on right now, I was watching the highlights because like Wednesday feels like a long ass time ago.
It does.
Like Wednesday feels like it's been a while since Wednesday, so I actually had to look back at the highlights because yeah, that happened. That's right, I got it now. How was the weekend, George?
It was pretty good. Can't complain. Saturday was sick. Friday actually started Friday. Damn, it felt like a Saturday, huh?
Yeah.
Went to the boxing fights and then hit up. So we did our home run derby.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's right. That's
what we say.
I'm gonna say this, dog. I ended up with a fucking, I don't know if you can see it, but I ended up with a bruise in my hands from that bat. It was amazing time though. That shit was tight.
That's insane.
Masa, how's your weekend, Papa?
It felt pretty long actually.
That's good.
I was off today too, so you know.
Oh yeah,
3-day weekend. Yeah.
3-day weekend.
It was hot as shit today though, man.
It's been hot.
Yeah, it is.
But I actually went outside today though. I was at Knott's today, so it was hot.
Oh, you were
nice.
like outside.
Yeah, I was outside.
Why don't you go to Knott? Why don't you just go to Suck City?
No, I don't know. I didn't even think about that shit.
I didn't think about it.
That shit low key grosses me out too. So I don't know. I don't know about all that.
That's probably the reason why you didn't think about it. I went and had a lunch with my mom's. Yo, like, and that's all I wanted to do outside. I went outside for a little bit and I realized how hot it was. I was like, I ain't trying to do this shit no more. Right, let me eat on this AC, get back in the car with AC, and then go back home to the AC because like outside wasn't it. All right, boys. Let's talk about the G's. Let's talk about Wednesday night and the victory at home in front of a crowd that did not seem like it was a Wednesday night crowd, at least in Victoria Block for sure.
That's one of the biggest Wednesday night crowds I've seen in a minute, or weekday game crowds I've seen in a minute.
Yeah, 100%.
That was like Pro Galaxy though, because when the Mexico teams come, you know, it gets pretty packed, but not Pro Galaxy.
Not Pro Galaxy much. And we'll get into all that. News wise though, like I didn't hear much other than like happy birthday Cabral. He's like
that's it.
19 years old, I think now or something like that.
That feels like 12.
He's still a baby.
No, he's 22 finally.
Yeah, he's still a baby though. But yeah, like not much news, right? So let's talk about Wednesday. Listen, we talked about it on that impromptu fucking Straight from the Stands show that we dropped on Wednesday or Tuesday, whenever it was. We talked about the Dallas game, and George, like, you almost hit it on the head when it comes to. Oh, you hit on the head. Oh, both of you guys did. Hit on the head when it came to the prediction.
We were off on the goal.
Yeah, we're off by the Dallas goal.
Oh, I thought you guys said 3-1. I was sure that you guys said 3-1.
Yeah. I mean, I see why you think that, 'cause, you know, I'm usually
retrospect 2020. Like, okay, no, that's not where I was going, George. That's not where I was going at all.
No, just keep going.
No, that's not where I was going, though. Let's stop. Well, the boys came out, bond and goal. Obviously, I mean that's always gonna be a move. And I think we called everything to the T. It was Revolution and Dupuis in center backs. We have Fanya out left and Araha right. With Legit, Sasha, and Vasquez in the midfield. Cabral and Granciera out wide, and Lord Zubek in the middle. No surprises, right? Exactly what we expected to come out. Especially with Legit being at home, like that made sense. Or Legit didn't go to camp until after the game, so that made sense. I see the lineups and I'm like, all right, this is gonna be a dub, right? Like, I mean, we thought it was gonna be a dub before. Like, we need a official lineup. Saw the lineup. Everybody thought it was gonna be a dub, right? Like, there was no hesitation about that.
Yes, sir.
And it didn't take long for the G's to kind of just smack them around a little bit, right? And say like, all right, like, this is our game, dominate. Like, man, like, those first 15 minutes were fucking dope, bro. Yeah. There was creations. The creations were dope, and it wasn't all just one certain thing. It wasn't go all wide in for a cross. It was like multiple different things. I mean, like 7 minutes in, we have a cross, an early cross for Cabral, who gets on top of box and gets the header in, which I thought it was a goal. Like, as soon as I seen it go off his head, I thought it was a goal, but the keeper makes a fucking dope save, bro. Like, I can't even hit on that. Like, you know, I mean, that's a bang bang play, and I feel like he puts a hand on it and puts it wide. But I mean, early on, we saw Cabral getting behind that part, getting dangerous early as fuck. Talk to me about the early part before we score a goal, because we score a goal early or early-ish, but like prior to that, there was a few chances the team was looking good. Talk to me about it.
To be specific on the Cabral, it's just one of those. I think you and I looked at each other and just said, "Damn, man, we just want him to get one in. We just need him to get one in," because you start feeling the pressure for him, regardless of what it is. Even if he doesn't feel pressure from the fans, sometimes you just get into your own head and say, damn, when is it going to come? We saw the lights of it last season with Chicha, where he just wasn't getting his goal and it started affecting him. So the chances that were created were good, but once I saw his first attempt, I thought it was going to be a long night, and we needed him to score.
Mm-hmm. Well, listen, for me, I think it was that thing of like, if you're gonna get one, you get one against Dallas today, right? Like, there's gonna be chances opening up, and I think like even from that header, like you saw like he's on point. Like that took a good block from the keeper to knock that away, right? Like that was on point. He did everything except for like actually scoring, and that's because of the keeper. So I felt good about it. Marcel, what you feel about early on with the team?
Uh, I thought it was dope because it was possession with intent, right?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just like hold the ball. We were attacking, and I don't know if it was Dallas being whack because they are, or us just like forcing them to defend the whole time. But it was just like our intensity was higher than theirs, and that's all I asked for from my team.
I
Just
mean,
give me that intensity.
You really kind of alluded to Dallas being whack because we've played teams that aren't that great, and we've played to their liking, like the Vancouver game that we saw. So maybe just their confidence.
It's really what Mazza said, right? It was possession with intention. Like it was possession with like possession, but they were direct with it, right? Like they were looking to attack. They were looking to get into space and find the guy inside the box or the cutback for the guy on top of the box. Like, yeah, you know, I mean, that's exactly what you want to see too, right? Like a team like that is going to allow you to do this shit. Like you do it, like, and you do it often until you score. And sure enough, like that happens really quick, right? It's off a corner. It was a corner piece. Man, Revolution, dog. Like, Revolution is just like he works for that goal. Like, you know what I mean? Like the goal seems like it's just a header in, but like my guy works for that ball. He's pushing off, he's moving. He worked that ball, and like the space in which that battle takes place is not like, you know, it's a large space. He's battling within that space and still keeps an eye on the ball, gets behind it and puts it behind the goal. Mm-hmm. Man, like, you know, did we expect that? I don't think we could expect that just because it's Revolution, right? We haven't seen him play, but holy fuck, that shit was dope.
I caught the goal.
No, you did.
Yeah, when this corner kick came, I looked at Rudy and I was like, "Nah, if I called it wrong, I thought the period was gonna get at the end of it."
Yep. But that's a shit though, right? Like I want to highlight his fight. I want to highlight his intention to win or his desire to win that ball, because like we have boys out there. We have fucking the Pew. We have Stairs when he's out there, who are big boys, right? And if they just put that work in the Revolution, they should be winning his headers. But like, man, that work came off and 1-0, 17 minutes in, like I think that's what they needed, right? Like to me, I think like once they got the going, they're already playing dub. That all right, we could go after this game, which is what I really enjoyed about this game. Not only like they seemed like they were in control the whole time, but also like they never really took the whole foot off the gas.
They got swaggy after that first goal. They just let loose. I think the punch in the mouth early came beautiful for them, because after that we just started seeing 1-2s. We started seeing flicks. We started seeing turnarounds. It was nice.
Well, let's talk about that chance Ranzier had in the first half.
Oh,
because my God, man. Well, actually, I must say, if you're in the same section where George and we're was it 129, right? It was 129.
I was in 229.
So you have pretty similar perspective of that play. Talk to me, because like that was nuts. Like it looked so effortlessly, right? Like they just knew what the fuck they were doing.
It was crazy, bro. Like they were just doing back heels, little flicks, and then when I seen Grantier get the ball inside the box and he does a little flick, like this little back heel he does. I don't even know like how he like adjusted himself, right, to take a quick shot. Like it kind of looked weird. It looked saucy, right, but it looked a little weird. And when he took the shot off, like I jumped on my seat, bro. Like I was like, that's a banger.
Yep.
And then it hit the post, and I was like, Jesus Christ, bro, this is what he needs right there. That was it right there. That was crazy. I went crazy, bro. I was like, ole, you know?
Well, that part, right?
I hopped off my seat, bro.
That part, because it was such a good team build-up. And then I think it might have been Vasquez who tries to do the last back heel. Doesn't come off that well. It kind of just lands near fucking Granzier. And Granzier with that, it was weird because like he touches the ball one way and turns his body the other way, and it just looks like nasty. Like I got lost a little bit, right? I'm looking at it like, whoa, where'd you go? Right? Like where'd you go? Oh, peekaboo, motherfucker! I like was gone for a second, and then like and be able to like with the same swiftness, kind of like set up that shot with his left foot, and it gets all of it, right? He gets exactly what he wants on it, and it's like I don't know, 2 inches too high. It hits the crossbar. Sheesh, man. They look good though, man. They look good, and that gets followed up by Cavaral's goal, where I gotta give a lot of props to fucking Legit, right? Because we were talking about how these guys were touching it and it hasn't sauce to them, and they were doing flicks here and there. Like legit goal is not that, right? Legit goal is him fighting for that ball and not giving up to it, like going end line, like almost falling and putting the cross back in, right? That's all effort right there. So when you see both of that, like like the sauciness in this real skill, and then like the hard work and see how both of them pay off, like. Yo, man, 2-0 at 2-0, bro. Like I was not really believing it. You know what I mean? Because like the way it came about, it wasn't. It wasn't on some fluke shit. Like these guys, like those goals were like they all deserve, right? They well deserved. They fought for them. So 2-0, boys. That was it, right? Like we're done. Throw away the key. And for the most part in that first half, that was pretty much it. I know we had some more chances. A lot of good play. Also, though, like we had some back giveaways in the midfield.
Yeah.
I don't know if you caught that. Like, there was didn't lead too much because I don't think Dallas had much. They couldn't do much. But Cabral had a couple losses in the midfield that I didn't like because it seemed like they were unnecessary losses, like just not following through with his passes.
Yeah. I think it was a lot of the support from behind, but once again, it was just us being swaggy and trying to maybe overcompensate and do a little too much and kind of bring it back a little bit. But I'm okay with it. I'm okay with us being up 2-0 and taking these risks. Sure, you never want to give up a goal on a counterattack, and now you're looking at 2-1 going into the half. But I mean, to attribute that to Alvarez, I think that's what I like him about so much. He's young and he takes risks like that. But yeah, I mean, you're kind of damn if you do, damn if you don't. Where if you do it and it comes out nice, it's a highlight. If you do it and you fuck up, then it's on you. So I'd rather them take the risk.
Well, yeah, right, 100%. In this game and who they're playing, 100% that works. But you lose those kind of balls versus a team who could counter you, right? They don't even have to be that good. A team who could counter you, like those situations are gonna put you in trouble, right? Yep. Because you're coming out and what should be like a routine way, like you lose the ball going back, it's not gonna be good. And that's why that's the only reason it concerns me. Like it just a few of them, and it's not like two of them for sure are Cabral, and it's not like Cabral doesn't know what he's doing. He just doesn't follow through with the pass, so the pass ends up being short and gets intercepted, or it goes just too hard and we lose the ball. They're like shit like that. That just lack concentration for a second. But man, other than that, like that first half was everything, guys. That first half was everything I want to see from the G's. That first half is everything with a lot, Sasha, who's probably not going to be there, with the Pew, who's probably not going to be there, with Zubek, who's definitely not going to be there, right? Like, they put it together, though. You add some more pieces to this, and, like, I think you can put that together against anybody in this fucking league. I liked it. It goes into the first half 4-0. 4-0. Yeah, no, it didn't go for the first half, so 4-0. I lied to you. It goes into half 2-0. It's cake, right? It's a wrapped up. It's a done game.
Yeah, by then I was looking at 4-0. I was like, oh, yeah, Rudy hit this shit perfectly.
So that's why the 4-0 came out, because like that's what I thought happened, right? Like I was like, oh, for sure, like we're gonna score 2 more in the second half. Yeah. Like it's gonna be easy. I thought Granzier's gonna get his. I was like, all right, like this is gonna happen. Second half doesn't go necessarily how the first half happened. Not because Dallas was that much dangerous. Just I think the Galaxy they did some different. I think Dallas did some different, and then we lost the edge a little bit. To start off the half, you have a couple changes from Dallas, which I think leads to like a formation change for Dallas, which changed something a little bit. Man, I don't think the second half, they start off with the same way they start off first half, right? When the first half, the first 5 minutes, 6, 7 minutes, like those chances, there was like excitement, like, oh fuck, these guys are playing well. I didn't see that much in the second half, or at least the start of the second half. But 6 minutes in, like, you know what I mean? Like Zubek doing work. Zubek again, I think that goes another goal of him just kind of like staying with the play, right? Like recognizing that there's a chance for a mistake here. And then when he sees the mistake, like capitalizing 100% on that.
And shout out to Zubak. Instead of taking that first time touch, he has the calmness and the thought about it. Takes a touch wide towards the goalie and gives him some more space. It's starting to see not veteran like, but you could tell that he's learning. And you could tell that those type of moves, because any young player sees a one-on-one with the goalie, you have the space, you take the shot. No one's gonna be mad at it if you do it.
Well, you know what I think for me, I think the biggest thing for Subak this year is that he knows his role 100%.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like he's no longer trying to be. Well, first of all, he's not trying to be a starting striker. Second of all, he's not trying to be anything else than what he is. Like, and that's a fucking blue collar, hardworking striker, right? Like, who's gonna just put it, and he's doing good at it. I'm telling you, that goal right there, like Masa, we talked about it last week when we had the show. Like, he's efficient. He's efficient because he works hard. You know what I mean? Like, and he gets rewarded sometimes. And I think this one's that on the head, right? Like, he just kind of, you know, he worked hard for that. He stayed on top of the play, and when the mistake happened, like, he was able to capitalize. To what George says too, like you know, being able to go around them and then have the touch to finish it. Very clutch. Very clutch. Talk to me about Subak though. Like, do more of the same?
Just full credit to him, man. Like, I know it was a mistake, but that mistake doesn't happen if he's not pressing that high. And then the calmness to take a touch and then just slide it right under the keeper, bro. Like, you gave yourself that extra touch, like George said, gave you extra time to finish, right?
Yeah.
You didn't rush your shot. Yeah. You didn't look unsure, right? He looked confident in what he was gonna do, and he stuck to it. And shit, credit to him. He got one this season already. So that's dope. That's dope on his part.
Yep. And again, and can nobody take anything from that from him on that goal? Right, that was 100% him. So super happy for him. I think Buki got his or is gonna get a jersey because he got 100 retweets to that tweet. So shout out Zubak, shout out Buki for that. So shortly after that 3-0, you start seeing some changes. Victor Vasquez comes out, which I thought it was interesting, right?
Perfect.
I understand it. I 100% understand it. I just thought like it was gonna be legit coming out first because you know he's going away international duty. Nope, Vasquez. And just 100%, just kind of saving some of those minutes for end of the season. All right.
We were on the spot. I believe it was Masa or one of us said that that we weren't even sure if he was starting because he played a full 90. I'll take it. That was a smart move by Vanny. Rest a veteran and to legit leaving, play it all out. You're here with us.
Yeah.
I mean, he stayed, yeah. So like I'm 100% cool with that. I just, you know, I figured that was gonna be out. Actually, let me just take a second to talk about we didn't see Koulibaly, right? We didn't see Koulibaly. So like,
you need a dress.
That's good though, right? Like so we know, like, because his shit was if it was game time decision for last Wednesday's match, like coming up this weekend, he should be 100% fine. Along with Derek Williams, right? So we'll talk about that in a bit. But I like the fact to see that, like the fact that we didn't have to see him and we still were able to get that dub. That game gets pretty dead to me. I feel big part of that being Vasquez's creativity is not there, and that man could create anything out of nothing. So it slows down a bit. Also, I think Dallas tried to put a little more pressure, not really getting much. They were just mad disconnected every time they got the ball. Like they couldn't really create much until the long ball, right? I just talking about like how they weren't connecting. They tried a long ball, and I think we see Revolution's first mistake or bad take on the positioning that he had because that long ball just kind of gets by him. I know he tries to stretch out and get his foot up there, but I don't know. Like I
don't think he measured it correctly because it wasn't where he had it fully extend. The ball was where it should have been. It's a mistake. I'll take it because he did score a goal, but it's something that we do have to. We can't give up a goal like that.
Well, listen, we gave up a goal similar to that where they just kind of get behind us on a long ball against Sporting, right? And now we're doing it again against Dallas. These two teams, I want to think that there's a big discrepancy in talent between the two, right? Like I think KC is a good team. I think Dallas is a good team. But when both teams could do a similar play to you, like we got to look out for that, right? I'll get it. It's Dupuis and Revolution at center backs, but like that's back-to-back weeks where we get caught there, right? Like so we need to step up faster in the midfield so they don't have that opportunity to send the long ball, or just better shit, right? Because like that's too back-to-back where long balls kind of take a ball out of the situation. I don't think Bond did anything wrong either. Just kind of like nobody getting to that ball, nobody getting anything on that ball, kind of puts him in a fucked up situation.
Yeah, it's hard for him. You really can't blame him. He didn't look bad as if like that last goal that he went to his kind of feet early, but
Sit down.
yeah, he was in an awkward position because if he takes a step out and he puts a hand on it, he's outside of the box.
Can I nitpick for a little bit here though? Right?
Go ahead.
Because that's like those type of goals. Yeah, all right, fuck a clean sheet, fuck it, whatever. But like, we should have been +3 in this game.
Easy.
When it comes to goal differential, right? Just for this game, it should have been +3. It shouldn't have been +2. And that's gonna be upset because like we need those goals, right? Like, and this is nitpicking. This is just me like looking for shit now. But like that's I will. Bond deserves like an easy night where he gets his fucking clean sheet and he doesn't have to do much, right? Even though he did some stuff in this one, he had that block where like he had a hand on it and then like it kind of just bounced back into his lap. Like he did stuff like it should be easier for fucking Bond to get his fucking clean sheets, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's done enough to get like he deserves to have more than what he has right now, in my opinion.
100%. Yeah, we need to reward him. We need to reward him for everything that he's been doing, and it's unacceptable. But listen, goals are going to count when we're trying to look at standings, the plus differentials. You never want to get into a situation where you look back and say, damn, we could have had this a clean sheet. We could have had this. We could have been in a different position. Now we're playing home. We're playing away. I get it. But to Bond, yeah, he deserves to get these clean sheets because he needs that recognition.
Yeah, he needs the recognition. And I think, like, again, like Bond and the defensive server, there's been some games where we should have kept them out. You know what I mean? Again, I say that with a fucking grain of salt because my team is looking good. You know what I mean? My team is looking better than it has in a lot of years. So I'm not gonna fucking talk. I'm not gonna sit here and be upset about that. But like, I think definitely something we need to fucking figure out and get some more clean sheets, especially against teams like Dallas and like Vancouver. Like, let's figure that shit out. We got to see some debuts. 71st minute, like right after. Was it right after? Right before they scored? I don't recall, but. Augie comes in for Zubek. They give Zubek a credit card early. Hats off to my guy. Like, he had a really good game to that. Right? I think he had a good game. Like, especially like if I just kind of take it as Zubek game, I think he had a really good game. In the 92nd minute, you see Grant Zero come out for Dunbar. You see Cabral Leggett go out for Drac and Joshua Drac and Daniel Aguirre. Now, Daniel Aguirre was signed that day. He was, right? Or was it the day before?
With Drac.
Yeah, right? Like, fucking dope. Listen, this kid's got like no touch on the ball, no real time, but they got their debut on the fucking on the mate team, right? On the MLS side. So fucking dope, right? Like I looked up at one point, I didn't see the change until I heard his name, and I was like, oh fuck yeah, like you're getting both these kids in here? Like, yeah. That's dope as fuck. How things have changed for us, right? We won a game that we should have won. Got one of our more important players some minutes in the bench at the end of the second half, and we fucking debuted some players on a 3-1 home dub. Like, let's go. Like, everything about this is going right. I'm enjoying it. I mean, you got to be feeling good about this, right? Like, we're third in the West. Still just by fucking. They have us by 1 point after. No, I'm lying to you, right? Like, if we just with the game in hand, we could be in second place right now. Nothing else, just a game in hand, right? Because we're 24, 26 points with a game in hand. Like, we could be in first place, 2 points away from Seattle. There's been 12 games in, right? Just over a third of the season gone. How are we feeling?
You're really good. You're really good because we saw this Gold Cup break coming. There was a lot of friendlies where players were going to miss, and this is something where you wanted to have the points in hand. You wanted to be up just in case of this tournament. You know, we are missing a couple key players that could go far into the tournament, and this is where you want to have points ahead of other teams because you may drop a game or two, and you don't want to be dropping a game or two if you're looking at yourself in 6th or 7th place.
Yeah, no. Listen, where we stand, we're 9 points clear of the playoff line, right? Which is we're 9 points clear and a game in hand on a lot of teams. Like, yeah, this is exactly where you want to be at. Not to mention that we haven't really seen like what I guess in our minds is this, the ultimate starting 11 in a consistent basis, right? With Derek Williams suspension, with Revolution taking a while to come in. Now the Gold Cup. Like we haven't seen this team at full capacity, and we also haven't seen this team like be on the mark in every single play, right? Like it's still a lot of games where like they play good, but man, they just like one or two plays were different. They'll score one or two more goals. Like once that clicks, and I'm talking about like in October when this really clicks, right? Or at least I'm hoping. Like that's what I'm excited. I'm excited for this team. It looks good.
Listen, and to shout out the chat, Tony says we're in a lot of positions where we could murder teams, where we could finish these teams off, and Vanny brings in that young talent, which is something that that could pay off in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I'll take this any day. I'll take this any day. If you're getting them that exposure this early, you're getting them comfortable to the team. You're getting them adjusted to actually playing in the 11. Come playoff time, there's no reason why you're not able to come on and produce or actually hold to the person that you're subbing in for.
Yeah, man. In like not only playoffs, but like just long term too. Mm-hmm. Right? Like I think I was talking to Masa. It might have been Masa I was talking about this. Like it's playoffs. Right, once you get into playoffs, like it's different, right? Like Masa, me and you have discussion all the time because I'm all about like possession and that guy and all that, right? You're all about like that brute force attack, counter and defend correctly, right? And in tournaments, like that often works because you just have to beat the team in front of you, and it's like 4 matches in the final. Playoff times, baby, like they just got to win 5 matches and they're there. You know what I mean? Like get in the playoffs. And I think you're on track for that, and you're also getting exposure for kids, and you're looking good at it. Like you're building this just good right now, man. I think we're especially given where we're coming from, right? The last few seasons, like this is where we want to be at. We get the first of 2 games in or so. First one being against Vancouver this Saturday, at 7 p.m. We just played them a few weeks ago there, right? I don't think we'll get back to tailgate this week, so let's just talk about it real quick. I don't think we get back to. Oh, I'm saying we just played them. It was a game where we should have won by more. One of those games that Tony was talking about. We should have won more. You know, what I mean, we could have killed that team, but we didn't. Coming off of a whipping on Dallas, who's in 12th place, neighbors to Vancouver, can we do the same thing to Vancouver and RSL?
I think we need to, especially if we want to be a team where if we want to be a team that other teams fear, that because as of now, I still don't think that we have that. Oh shit, we're playing the Galaxy, but we're headed towards that direction, and I think this is where we start making statements for the league. You start telling them, even though our players aren't here, we're still able to do this. And like we said, Vancouver was a game that we should have won a little bit more decisively. And a lot of what we saw on Wednesday is a lot what we need to carry into this away game, and make that happen. Just go out there, get that stress off your shoulders, get that pressure off your shoulders of scoring a goal early, and then start playing the ball just like we like to play, because we have players that can do it. But always be and back to Cabral, be there to protect, be there to kind of back them up on those, because we want these players to play that way, because that's their style of play. We don't want to change their style of play. We're adapting that style, and we're bringing it to the Galaxy, and they're playing our style as well. But we don't want to change who they are.
Yeah, well, back to the original point. Right now, I think we're in a situation where if Chicharito's here, teams are shook because he's on fire, right? He's putting goals away. Like, so if he's here and he's ready, like, team's furious. And then when you have JDS and when you have legit, like that team is a team that, like, just on paper, that has something, right? I want these guys to get some dubs right now with the players that we're gonna have, without the legit, without the Jonah, without everybody who's gone right now, and make some statement wins. So like then it's like, oh, like this team is just good. Like, and when they're together, like when they have everybody, they're really good. Like Arquitecto said, right? We get 3 dubs, like searching the web against the next 3 teams. I see it, right? It's Vancouver, RSL, and Dallas. Like that should be 9 points, right? We're getting ahead of ourselves, but I've been talking about it this whole season on this pod. Like, one thing that I really like about the G's right now is that they're winning the games they need to win. Sometimes it's not pretty. sometimes it's ugly, right? But like the teams that we need to beat, like they've gotten the result, and that's what matters. So if we could do that against Vancouver, RSL, and Dallas, like that'd be dope. Masa, talk to me about what you think. Who's playing this game, right? Because we got some people out. We also think have some players returning from injuries. How do you see this? How do you see this happening?
Almost exact same lineup. Maybe if Derek Williams is healthy and Koulibaly is too, then you throw Revolution to the midfield. But I think it's the same. I think I hope Chicha's better, but if he's not, like Zubak's gonna get plugged in onto the top. So it's very similar. Not nothing crazy.
Let's start at goal. Bond, right? Like we're not moving that, so it's Bond. Right back, left back, we have Fanya Araujo. That doesn't move either, right? If healthy, we obviously one or two center backs in there, which at this point I think it's Derek Williams, Koulibaly, Steris, or Dupuis, depending on who's healthy, right? Like, but first choice I think for us, Koulibaly, Derek Williams.
Right? Yeah. I mean, I don't think Dupuis has done anything to not deserve that. Get me? It's hard, but if you're gonna give it to your starter, then you put in Sega and you put in Derek Williams.
Yeah, I mean, like if you're, yes, right. Like I've been impressed by Koulibaly. I've been impressed by Derek Williams, minus his wild ass fucking tackle. Like
I thought it was impressive. So whatever.
Well, listen, but these are center backs, right? These are people you want there. So definitely them. Let's talk midfield then. Leggett is definitely not here, right? So we do have our center backs. We have Revolution in there. Who are you pairing him up with? Vasquez is playing, I assume, right? Because we give him some minutes to kind of chill out last game.
Yep.
So yeah, Vasquez, Revolution, and who else?
I think it's Sasha.
I go back with Sasha there.
Yeah. Okay. I think Revolution is so solid, like defensively. I think he could cover for both of them. You obviously want Victor Vasquez in there too, because that motherfucker creates whatever he wants. So
yeah, and if you imagine like that block in front of goal, right, of Derek Williams, Koulibaly, and Revolution, that triangle block in front of like that's what you want, right? That's that's a fucking wall you have to get through. That's some people you have to get through. So I like it. Cabral, Grandier, they ain't going nowhere, right? They stay out there.
Absolutely not. Especially, we didn't even talk about Grandier second half, but he was the most dangerous player on the field for us.
I don't want to hear any more Grandier negative talk. My man, he being at the stadium, seeing the game, he does a lot of runs that players don't pick up. So if he's tired by the 70th minute, I see why. He does a lot of runs that either make space for some people, or the center midfield just can't see the play, or they can't make the play.
or even on the defensive end, like he drops. Like
he needs to go. He's gonna be another. He's another Cabral that just needs his goal to go in.
And it's maybe it's because I'm looking for it. Like he seemed to find pace over the last few weeks. Like he seems a lot faster.
100%.
For a second, I thought I'm just looking for it, and it just seems that way. But like my man's found pace, bro, and he found that quickness too. Like his feet looking fucking fast. Like he's doing his thing.
He's dusting people. The last 2 games, he's dusting people by a lot. Like it's not even like the first couple games, his feet look heavy, bro. This last couple games, he's
smooth. I mean, listen, if you look at the goal that Granzier's goal, right? Like that's quick feet from Granzier. He touches the ball, and at the same time he kind of releases it to fucking a jet with the outside of his foot, let him run into it and eventually get across. That's
Cabral's goal.
Yeah, Cabral's goal. Yeah. Granzier starts that, like he starts that off for the jet out wide. Amazing. I like it. And then on top, obviously it's either Cherito or Subak. If it's Cherito, it's a wrap. Right? If it's Cherito, it's a wrap. Right? Because if the team is playing at how they're playing, and we got some players back who we want to have back, it should be a wrap. I'm confident. Let's go with some predictions. George Massa, what's goal line prediction for this game?
2-0 Galaxy win. And Grandier gets his goal, and Cabral gets another one.
Massa?
We're playing at home, right?
No.
Away.
We're playing away?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go 3-1.
Let's go.
We're kind of playing away. we're not playing in Vancouver. We're playing in our.
Yeah.
So. Still, like, that ball was acting mad weird on last time we played there. So
yeah, it's the elevation. Yeah, 3-1. I think. Shit. I think Cheech. If he plays, Cheech gets one. I think Grantier gets one, and we'll go back-to-back goals for Revolution.
I'm kind of scared of fucking calling a Grantier goal.
Why?
Because I think I've been calling a Grantier goal forever, and I'm the reason he hasn't put one in. So.
Oh, the Masa. Hey, Masa, what the fuck? You can never call a Chicha goal. Remember, we talked about this.
Oh, you're right. So give it to Cabral then.
Yeah, there
you're right.
Go.
Yeah, my bad. Cabral, Revolution, and Grantier, dog.
There you
go. I'm gonna take another mimic of Wednesday's game and call it 3-1. With Granzier scoring 2, and with Cabral scoring 2 and Vasquez scoring 1.
Ain't this some shit that we just had a nice 5-minute conversation about how Bond deserves a clean sheet, and both y'all motherfuckers want to score a goal on him?
Because listen, I think we still have some issues there, dog.
Some work to do.
It's okay, dog. If we're doing +2s all the time, I'm okay with it, dog. I'm okay with doing +2. All right, guys. We'll be back on. I highly doubt we do a tailgate. That's why I kind of did this for now. But we will definitely be back on Monday to talk about the game versus Vancouver and probably highlight the game versus RSL that week as well. That being said, it's another episode of Straight from the Stands. I'm Boy Rudy. I'm Smarts on Twitch. I'm Smarts on Twitter. I'm Smarts on the gram.
George, you can follow me at Stephen A. Smith.
Peace, love, and G's up.
Peace out, y'all. Have a good night.